Hey guys, it's your girl Coco Shan here, and I am back with another video. Okay, so let's jump into it. So today, um, I just wanted to talk about depression, and yeah, depression is really, really, really real, guys. Like, it's very real. I'm gonna give you like a little bit of story about me, my experience, um, when I encountered someone with depression. I don't like to bring my life story on social media or anything, but I think it's a topic that is been very covered, and um, I think that it should a lot of people should basically hear about depression, and maybe they can identify what they're going through, and maybe we can save some people, like, you know what I mean. So I would say it's a little bit of story that I am going to tell you about someone that I encountered very close to me with depression. So my daughter's father, he when we met, he was very, I would say, very bubbly, very happy. He had the biggest of dreams. He was going to school to becoming like an engineer. He was doing very well. Um, Suddenly within the relationship, like, I started seeing like things like he was always crying, and I'm always just like, why is this guy crying? But I'm thinking that, like, when we get into an argument, he would always cry, and I'm just thinking like, maybe I'm just too bold for him or too harsh on him, like. But anyways, it happened that we would be hanging out, like, me, him, and his brother, and there's times where he would say things that I wouldn't even take seriously, um, because at the time I was young, and I honestly did not know anything about depression. I didn't think that, you know, he would be joking like, he's gonna cut his throat, or things like he just wants to die, or things like he hates this world. Like, he was just developing that anger for the world. And I always thought, like, but he would laugh at it. Like, I was like, man, shut up. Like, we would take it like it's a joke, right? So eventually, like, I mean, down the line, he kept giving me those jokes. I'm just like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, stop it. So, maybe I thought, like, okay, when he would say it's just because we are I'm laughing, so he's gonna keep repeating it. Like, I'm not thinking that any form of way that this man is going through depression or anything. So I remember this day very, very clearly. Me, him, and his brother, they were very close. We were sitting in the backyard of his house, and I remember I remember him saying, no, okay, so let me go back to that. So before that, um, I went to visit him one day while I was pregnant, and I saw like a scratch mark on his neck. And I was just like, what is this guy up to? Like, what is he doing with that scratch mark? So I started investigating, like, is he with another girl, or, come on, you see a scratch on his neck though. So he was a very honest guy. Like, honestly, he was one of the realest that I've ever came across. Like, he was so real honest. So I've never had to question his words or question anything about him. So I asked him, like, what happened to your neck? He was laughing the whole time. Like, he was just laughing. And I was just like, okay, you're not gonna tell me. So because he was laughing, I throw it off. Like, I didn't paid any attention. Like, I just said, forget it. Like, whatever. Okay, so leading into that now. So the brother and I and him were sitting in his backyard. And when we're sitting in his backyard, something had happened. I don't remember, like maybe some family issues, or he was upset with something. I don't remember exactly what. But he was very upset. And he said to me and his brother, like, he should just kill himself. And I'm just like, man, shut up. Like, why are you, saying? So now we start bringing up scenarios. Like, how would you even kill yourself? Like, and then he said, he would. So then he admitted that the scratch on his neck was him trying to cut himself with a knife. But it hurted too much, so he would never try that again. He would never do that way. He would never, ever go that way. So I'm just like, did you really do that? Like, I was just shocked. I was like, God, am I with a crazy person? Like, I started saying, like, am I really with a crazy man? Like, like, it's starting to put pressure on me, because I'm like, okay, here I am with this man's baby in my stomach, and this man is talking all kind of crazies. Like, first it was just like, oh, we're gonna go in the mountains and we're gonna eat out of coconut shells. We're gonna live in like just woods in the bushes. Now I have a phobia for bugs, guys. Like, and throughout that pregnancy, I was so stressed out, like, because he started changing and start going through depression. And I didn't, poor little me, I didn't know that it was called depression, or there's something even called depression. So we're sitting in the backyard, and then he said again, he was going to basically, so I said, how are you going to kill yourself? Next, he's like, I'm going to do it. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. And I said, okay. So he said, he's going to stand on something and just jump off and whatever. Okay, put the rope around his neck. However, I still didn't take him serious. Him and his brother and I, we just laughed like, it was like literally a joke. Like, we laughed as if it wasn't even, like, we were not taking this guy serious, because, like I said, he was a very educated guy, very smart, great musician. Like, he was going places, guys. I'm not even lying. He was so good, So we weren't taking him serious, because his brother looked up to him because he was the eldest. And, we never really expected that he would do such thing. So anyways, one morning I woke up and I got a call from his brother, and his brother told me that he found his brother in the garage with the rope around his neck, dead. Right? So the moral of this story is, pay attention to people, guys. Like, don't judge people. And I'm recording this, and I honestly literally feel like I want to cry, because you can save someone's life. Okay, you can literally save someone's life if you pay attention, and don't judge people. If they say something, try to feel out where they're coming from, what are they going through, how, if there's something that you can do to help them. I'm not saying we're Jesus Christ that we can save people, but I know sometimes mankind can be very harsh on people, and we start calling people, like I did, an idiot, or like a fool, or not taking him seriously. But maybe if I had educated myself, I'm not questioning myself or putting blame on myself for what he did, but at the same time, if I had educated myself, I would have known that there's something called depression, in that he was literally crying out for help. He also sent an email to me before he did it, because I was like his best friend. Like, we were so close. Like, we were together every single day. Okay, so he sent an email And it's like, I didn't feel like, something said, don't check your email that day. But then when I left the office, it's like my mind got distracted. So I forgot to check my email, or else, I could have maybe paid attention to what was going on, because he went back to the library, because I had his password and I checked. He went back to the library the next day before he did it, to see if I read his email or if I had responded back to him. All right. I don't know, but depression is really real, and some of the things that we should look out for with someone who are experiencing. I'm not a specialist. I only told you what I have experienced in real life, okay? And those were some of the symptoms. If they're making jokes about killing themselves, harming themselves, sometimes it's not really a joke. Sometimes it's really not a joke. It's just them telling you in a jokeified way so they don't look stupid, right? A next thing, a sign of depression is also like, isolating themselves, just locked up in the room. If you know that they're a social person and they're always out and about and they're just locking up in their room, that's also a sign to look out for. Offer some help. Like, there's a lot of hotlines, and maybe you should, like, if you're facing someone or someone that's going through that issue, just Google mental health hotline in your area, and trust me, we can help somebody. Another thing is, so isolation is another one. If they're not showering, they don't want to put pride in themselves. They don't want to dress up. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to eat. There's so many signs, man, and I just think that everybody should take a time, Google, depression, especially what we're going through right now with this whole COVID thing. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people are, their income reduced. A lot of families are struggling. A lot of families are broken right now. So, mental health right now is really, 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 really high. Like, it's big. So, we should be more, and I think with us, mankinds, we should pay attention to people. And if we see someone doing something, but don't laugh, don't judge them, don't judge them, because we never know what's their motive, what they're going through. It's just so many things that people go through in this world, and we really don't know. Like, this topic, and mental health, even sometimes myself, like, we all go through depression, man. Like, come on. I was a single mom after my daughter's father committed suicide. Like, it's not easy to raise a child by yourself, So there's times where, like, you feel like you're going through these things. You feel like you're alone. Like, you feel like you have no one, right? So offer helping hand to people, not necessarily financially, but support. Let them know that you care. Let them know that they're there if you want to talk or anything of that sort. But yes, so I just wanted to share this, guys, and I hope you guys can take heed and look into it. Maybe yourself needs help, and if you do, you can always inbox me, guys. Like, inbox me, message me. I am here to offer support, okay? I am here to listen, okay? And you can do the same to someone else. If you know someone is going through certain things, offer your genuine support. Not just because you want to hear their business or whatever. Just be genuine. Be there for that person. All right, guys? So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. It's your girl, Coco Shan, and I am out. See you next time.